Jack Plummer stinks.
Oh, there's nothing.
Bailey Zappi stinks. Joe Milton scored a touchdown. Okay.
Joe Milton scored a touchdown tonight.
He threw one. Kevin Harris.
Realize
Drake
we're
May
in.
played one series.
I heard he threw a nice little dot. Um, so that's
I mean, he had two. He was 2 for 3 for 19 yards. So
okay. So
I
he's really
mean,
cooking.
yeah, he did his thing. I guess.
I never know how to
I
judge
guess. Yeah.
these preseason games. I just realized we're in episode 80, and I don't think we've done an intro since probably episode 5.
Yeah. No, we gave up on that.
And I don't think it's gonna happen again. So
Probably not, if I had to guess.
if I was a betting man, I'm probably putting it on the no.
Yeah.
Might have some insider
Leaning
info.
hard no on that.
Yeah, and usually we're super excited to talk about football, but after looking at these games, I don't
Man.
think there is. Unless you get real excited about Nate Sutfield just absolutely launching that bill,
Yeah.
slinging that rock.
Slinging the pill.
I mean, who? I don't even know who the Giant. Tommy DeVito, well, 92 yards, 8 for 15. Got sacked once for 10 yards. Son, what are we doing?
Get that ball out.
Hendon Hooker, 5 for 9, 36 yards. Okay. I mean, I don't really think there's much I'm going to see.
No.
So it's good to have football back, but there's just some things you're like, okay, well, like you'd want to see, Malik Neighbors maybe do a little something, but
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be
that's going to be everything.
gonna be interesting.
Do you think it's going to be the Malik Neighbors show? Just
I
toss
think
that rock
so.
to him?
Yeah. I think he's gonna get the ball. I think honestly, we
Mm-hmm.
could be looking at a Odell rookie year situation, I think.
Think so? He just gets
I
so many
think that
targets.
level, Justin Jetta's first year, like they're just gonna be throwing it to him. Who else are they throwing it to?
I
Like
don't know.
if we're being real.
But the big thing, like, can Daniel Jones get it to him consistently? That's also the problem.
Yeah, but I mean, just if you
Give him a little
try and get it to
bubble.
him 20 times, he'll probably get 12. We
Yeah.
got, I mean, they're throwing it to, I mean, it's Slayton and Wandale Robinson. Devin Singletary's the running back.
Yeah.
Daniel Bellinger's the tight end. Then you got like Hodgins and Hyatt and Allen Robinson's on the team, I guess. Gunnar
Yeah.
Olszewski.
Or Schlefsky.
Yeah,
Gunner.
like just throw it to neighbors.
Yeah. I don't
Let,
disagree with
let
that.
him run around like a little freak.
Punch people in the face. He's going back to the huddle.
That's what I'm saying. That's all you need.
Got a receiver throwing jabs as he misses the ball. I don't know if I'm excited or just like, could you just catch it instead, maybe, and
Yeah,
then we
jeez.
just. No, I mean, if you absolutely shit on somebody and you want to
Yeah,
punch them in the face after, hey, go for it. You got a
sure.
touchdown already,
Do your
but like
thing.
we're dropping it and then we're just getting up and
Yeah, we're getting
punching
scammed
some
here.
guy.
Let's lock in a little.
Especially of all the teams you're going to do that against, I don't think you're picking MCDC's squad because they're not going to take that lightly.
No, they are not.
I'm not sure if you've seen the fines that are going down for joint practices because they're getting in fights, but like that's kind of what I mean. As a fan, I want to see teams getting after it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't mind the fights, but then you'll
yeah. I
see
mean,
somebody get hurt, and you're like, oh shit.
yeah. Then you get people swinging helmets and shit, and
A
yeah,
Miles Garrett
yeah.
situation.
I don't know. I don't know how much we need. We needed that, but let's reel that one in a little bit, boys. Please
Yeah, come on, gentlemen.
be respectful.
Let's keep it cordial, huh?
Be moderately respectful.
Professionals, goddammit.
Facts. Lock in.
I'm trying to, think about like, oh yeah, the Rams are playing Dallas, but it's not really Dallas versus LA. It's like
Yeah, I don't even know who the Eagles play. Fucking Baltimore. Look, we
speaking of the,
always
the
play
Eagles,
Baltimore. That's
you, you
tomorrow, 4:30.
you saw the story that was going on with uh Sirianni and Hurts having like a bad relationship and like what
Like I saw that, but I was like,
does it matter?
I don't know. That was 2 days ago,
Yeah.
and then I saw people talk about it. Like I hadn't heard it from all the like Philly media people who have been there at training camp. They haven't reported like anything about that. So like, I don't know. But then I have heard that like Hertz like hasn't denied it,
Okay.
but Hertz has been absolutely balling in training camp. So I don't really know. I think it's one of those situations where If they play like shit,
Yeah, then it'll start to
then he'll get
show.
fired.
Gotcha.
If they play well, then he won't get fired. It's just like
That's kind
that's
of
Philly for
crazy
you right
though.
there. Like,
Go to the Super Bowl 1 year, lose it, then you have a bad season. They're like, all right, get this fucker out of here. Are you
yeah,
kidding me?
that's how
That
it
happened
goes
to
in
Dougie P
Philly.
though, right?
Happened to Dougie P. Yep.
Won the Super
Couple
Bowl
couple of
next year
losing
bad.
seasons after, or not necessarily losing seasons. They still made the playoffs 2 years after that season that they won the Super Bowl, and then they just canned his ass.
Yeah,
So it's
just
like,
get the hell out of here.
yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not really too worried about it as long as they come out winning.
Yeah, I mean they were what 10-1 start the season
Ten
last
and
year.
one. Yep.
I mean, you got to think you got 10-1. You're pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
you
You
can't
got to
just
think
luck
there's
your way
something,
to
and I
10
think this
wins,
team is better than last year's team.
which is crazy without a Hall of Famer like Jason Kelsey, and they're
Yeah.
better. But I don't disagree with you on paper. Like, just looking at the roster, you upgrade at running back significantly.
Yeah.
Um, I could
Like
like,
O line maybe got worse. That's the only thing. O line,
yeah,
but
I
it's
don't even mind your third receiver being Paris Campbell.
no.
Wait, John Ross? Is that John Ross the third?
Yeah. John
Oh
Ross.
shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I mean, we've always kind
Okay.
of like Paris Campbell's probably better than Quez Watkins, but
Yeah.
um,
Where'd Quez
yeah,
go?
who knows, honestly. But yeah, I mean, I like where we're at right now. Um, like D line might be. I think D line's still good. Um,
Yeah,
I
you
think the
guys still got a ton of
linebackers
talent.
can't be much worse, barring injuries. I mean, we have like 12 DBs, so you got to think they could find 4 of them that will work moderately
Yeah.
well. Gardner Johnson back. You draft first 2 picks are corners. Like you still have Slay. You have the guy who came off of the betting list, who was a
Why's
Pro
Cooper
Bowler a
DeJean
couple years
out?
before. Like, should be good.
Why'd you say Cooper DeJean is out?
I think he hurt his hamstring,
Oh, jeez.
so he'll be back. I think like either the second to last or the last preseason game.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I mean, do you expect? Because everyone's talking about with Kellen Moore that they're gonna, change the offense significantly and have a lot more motions and kind of bring that Dallas feel to Philly. Do you think that he's gonna bring that same offense as far as the flashiness and the motion and stuff, or do you think that the offense that they were running is like tailored to Jalen Hurts? Like it.
No, I think from what I've heard, it's 95% Kellen Moore's offense is what they're running. That's what Hertz has said.
Okay.
So unless he's just capping, which I don't think he is, it doesn't seem like he is. He
Yeah.
hasn't thrown an interception so far in training
Mm,
camp, so
okay.
um, at least to my knowledge, he after like 3 days he had only had 5 incompletions,
I
and
don't
3 of those were
honestly,
dropped. So
with the amount of talent that the Eagles have, I wouldn't mind seeing a bunch of crossing routes and just
yeah,
letting
just
these guys
let
go
them
run.
let them loose, let the boys go.
Just get AJ Brown the ball, or
That's what
just
I'm
get like,
saying.
even for a spell play, get the ball to John Ross on a little slant and just let him run. I mean,
Yeah,
I didn't understand why we had to go 50-50 ball every single time on the outside. Like,
yeah, for real.
AJ Brown can win it, but like, give your quarterback a chance. And then you got Johnny Wilson that you can work in there in the red zone.
Yep.
Damn. And you got Covey. Never sleep on Covey. That boy
Yeah, I like the
get loose.
team. I mean, for me, it's just defense. Stopping the run first and foremost, which I feel like we should be good at with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter just in the middle.
Yeah.
Um, but like I just if this offense can't score, man, then geez,
You
what
got
are
all the
like
weapons.
good dump it off to Saquon. He'll probably get you a first
Now,
just off of just
do you think the
vibes.
tush push usage goes down because now you have
I
Saquon,
think it
who is
does.
a
I think
okay,
they don't want to keep getting Jalen banged up,
hurt.
so I do think it will be like I doubt you'll see it
I
ever
wouldn't mind not
until,
seeing
like,
it
you maybe
because
game on the line,
yeah, yeah.
need a first, like, I doubt you're really gonna be seeing it, if I'm honest.
'Cause I think I talked about this last season. I was talking about how even though it was effective for the Eagles, I think we talked about like, hey, those hits add up. Like you're
Yeah,
taking an extra hit every single game, and sure enough, they've said, obviously his knee was hurt, but like he said, yeah, my shoulder started hurting.
yeah.
Like,
I think it
no
didn't help him
shit.
heal.
Yeah, no, hundred
That's for
percent.
sure.
Um, but I mean, then again, you can't argue with 10-1. You're like, I mean,
Like it's working.
you're
Just keep it
winning, so
rolling. Let's
give
go,
them a couple
boys.
Gatorades, yeah, just rile them up a bit. Um, I like the way the Eagles are. I really think with all the chaos going down in Dallas, I really think it's their division to lose.
Yeah, I think so too.
Um, but I am definitely biased. Like, there's no question about it.
I really don't see us losing the division. Honestly, I think it's an absolutely worst case. It's 10 wins,
I hear that.
and 10-7 gets you into the playoffs. I mean, obviously, it's not where you want to be. You want to have a home game, and you want to maybe get a bye. But
Right.
like, I don't really see when I was looking at it. I'm seeing 13-4, 12-5. Like, I really am. I don't know where. I mean, I could pull up the schedule, but that's just how I was looking at it off the top of my head.
I like that.
Let's see. I'll just share it.
Let's see what you got going on here.
If my like Green Bay neutral. I mean, I don't know. I'd say a win. $825 for a ticket.
Yeah, small
What?
investment, for a lifetime.
I'd say you beat Atlanta, beat New Orleans, I'm saying 4-0 before the bye.
Okay.
Maybe in New Orleans is tough. I mean, they've obviously played bad at Tampa, but I don't really see them losing to this. Beat Tampa early last year, so it's like
Yeah.
you'd like to think.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
Cleveland, maybe at home, but
Yeah.
I could maybe. I'd say like there is a real possibility it's 6-0 before Cincinnati.
Ooh, now I think. I mean, but like, okay, which Green Bay are you facing?
Normally Green Bay shit the
I
first
know
part of the year.
that's what but the way they ended the season, like
I mean, what were they? 9-8,
they're 9-8, and they got
and
in the
then
playoffs.
you beat the
Heated up.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't beat the Cowboys in the playoffs? Honestly, when we're really talking
Yeah,
about it,
that's a
like
good point. That's a good point.
I mean, maybe. Like, okay, so let's say they're 5-1.
Right.
Let's say they're
Okay.
4. Okay, worst case. Let's go worst case. 4-2
Mm-hmm.
after the first 6, because like you're not losing to these 4 of Atlanta, New Orleans, Tampa, and New York. Like they got like some
Those are sweet
iteration, and then
gimmies.
like okay, 4-2. So then you say 4-3, you lose to Cincy, beat Jacksonville at home. So 5-3. Let's say you lose to Dallas,
Okay.
5-4. Beat Washington. The games are typically trolly, but like
Yeah, you get the win.
they typically win. So that's 6-4. Let's say you split one of these 2 games,
Okay.
which could, double on the road, tough game. Say you go 1-1. That's 7-6.
7-5, 7-6. Yeah.
Win against Carolina.
8-6.
Probably a win against Pittsburgh.
9-6. Yep.
9-6. 10-6.
What?
Say you lose. Oh, I guess we're 1 game behind. So it's
9-6.
9-6.
Yeah.
So 9-6 going into Dallas. Do you lose twice to Dallas? Typically not.
No,
There's
usually you
ten
take the
and
one at
six,
home and you split
and
on the
then you
road.
win. So like we're looking worst case 11-6. Say you lose both to LA and Baltimore, it's 10-7. It's like you're in the playoffs,
Yeah.
and that's saying you're going to lose to Green Bay and Cleveland
Yeah.
and Dallas, LA, and the Ravens. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. I just see a lot of wins on the board. Typically, the Eagles play well in LA.
Yeah.
Doesn't
See,
mean
I
they'll
don't know.
win this year, but you never know.
This last year was closer than I thought it was going to be. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
totally.
Um, I'm just kind of looking at the Rams depth chart here, and like, I love the moves we made in the offseason. Obviously, don't like seeing that second string Jimmy Garoppolo is suspended. Like, why is he second in the depth chart then? That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. But I like the depth that we have at running back as far as, you got Kyron, who's your workhorse, but I really think Blake Corum is going to be a great 1-2 punch to him. Like,
Mhm.
if there was any running back who was NFL ready from the draft, it was definitely Blake Corum.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know that we got Boston Scott on the roster too. That's like some added firepower at the
Mhm.
back. And then obviously you got Cooper Kupp, and then Puka's hurt right now. I don't see him being hurt for the season. He's been a workhorse recently, so
Yeah.
you're hoping for no sophomore slump. But I feel like if there's anyone who can stop him from doing that, it's definitely Kupp. And hearing the amount of work he put in this offseason, it's like, I mean, he's doing everything he can to not have a sophomore slump. And I don't really know, because if you watch his tape, there's not a lot of things you can do to adjust the coverage to where he won't get the ball, because he's more of a physical receiver. He's not like, you could press him, he's gonna break the press, and then he's still got speed to make you have to work. Like,
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know
the
what
only
to do.
thing that is interesting is him and Cup kinda do the same type of thing,
Yeah.
and if Cup is a step back, which maybe he's not, maybe he's still
Mhm.
that guy. If he is a step back and they go heavy on Puka, and then it's Cup who's kinda lost a step in one-on-ones,
Yeah.
is it still effective? I don't know. I don't think Cup will be that bad, really, so I think it'll still work. I think
Yeah.
it still just comes down to O-line
Yeah,
and
and
having a
tight
run
end.
game.
Yeah.
Like,
We gotta get the O-line shirt up. That'd
Kyron
be a
wasn't
plus.
necessarily, like, running it well per se. They were doing a lot of,
He was
like,
catching the ball
dump
a
it
lot.
down, and they were finding ways to make it happen, but traditionally, the Rams well, recently haven't been like, we're gonna run it for 150 yards, but you
'Cause
never know.
I think the Rams will be really, really good this year if we can set up the run and give Matt Stafford the play action. If you give him the
Mhm.
play action, like, he will cook.
Yeah.
So I'm
When
excited to
Stafford's gotta
see
throw it
that.
45 times, he'll probably throw 1 to 2 picks.
It'll give you 1 or
He's
2.
gonna give you a
They
couple,
give you
and
a
they
couple.
might get returned, might not. You
Chance.
don't really know what's gonna happen
There
sometimes.
is one thing I know for him. In the first half of the season, he'll do that, but I know in the second half of the season, he tightens up. Like,
He'll lock it in a little bit.
yeah, I don't know how he does it. He just goes from, like, kinda, getting it but not as effective to just,
Yeah,
like, surgical. I'm like, "Where did this come from?" I'm really excited to see the defense, though. I think that this is gonna be a really underrated defense, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if Ayuk gets traded from the Niners, I think it becomes our division to lose.
yeah.
I really think with the 300 plus carries that McCaffrey had in the past 2 years, I think he's gonna be hampered with injuries this year. So I don't think he's gonna be that go-to back for Brock
Yep.
Purdy all the time. Now, again, when he's in the game, he's gonna be lights out like he always is. I just think you get that many carries, things are gonna start
Yeah, maybe.
going down. And I was listening to one of the ESPN shows, and they were saying, the last time that McCaffrey had 300 plus carries in back-to-back seasons, that next season he was out a lot.
Yeah.
So history has shown that maybe this year he's going to be out more. Mitchell has problems too. He's got a lot of injury
A
issues,
lot
so
of
you
their
wonder
running
about
backs have
that.
always had issues, yeah.
I mean, is Trent Williams going to come back? I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
you think surely you're going to sign him because you already saw what they look like
Yeah.
without Trent Williams in the lineup. Um, I don't know, and I feel like they're kind of down in the mouth because they didn't win the Super Bowl. Like,
Yeah,
that was like their best
they could have
shot.
the slump too.
Yeah,
Maybe, but I mean, the Eagles lost and then they came out started 10 and
one
1 and you're like, "Wait a second. All right, they're good." They did end up trolling towards the end of the year, so that could be the
good
same
point.
thing that the Niners do, but who knows? Won't know until the first couple.
And I hope Jared Verse is wearing number 8 because I like the nickname V8 for that big fella.
That's not
That
bad.
just that
Yeah,
just works.
that
I
could
saw
hit.
that on social. I said, "Oh, geez, yeah, he's
That could
number
hit.
8." I mean, you list him at a linebacker, but he's like a linebacker
He was
DN
kinda everywhere.
hybrid. Like,
Yeah.
he's just a big son of a bitch. That's what he is.
Yeah.
6'4", 260. I mean, I think his tandem, Brandon Fisk, is going to be healthy and just tear up the entire league. Like, I really think this defense is going to be really good, especially with the addition of Cameron Curl. Bringing back John Johnson the third was really good. If Tre'Davious White can stay healthy, I think that's a really, really big piece to the puzzle, and I'm really looking for Trey Tomlinson, even though he's third string right now. I feel like he's going to get some good reps, and from what I've heard, is he's gotten a lot better, which is what I was expecting. So obviously, if you get some solid corner play, that means the D line can eat. And I mean, the D line was pretty damn good last year. I get that
Yeah.
was with Aaron Donald, but even at the game I was at against Washington, I know it's Washington. AD was on the sideline for like half of it, so it was the young bucks just going after
Yeah.
everybody. So I don't know. Should I do the same thing? Kind of a little schedule prediction. See what I'm
Do it. Yeah.
looking for here.
Roll through
All
it.
right,
Just see.
I hear that. I hear you. All right, share screen. Okay. Detroit at Detroit.
Toss
I've
up.
been going back and forth with that game because there's one side of your brain that says, okay, like you would think the Rams get the revenge because they were so close on the last one.
Here's what you should do.
But there's also a
First,
world.
do the same thing. I see the same thing with the Eagles. First 6 games, 4-2.
Sounds right. 4 and
Right?
2.
Get
All right.
to Vegas. So
Yeah.
Vegas is the 6th game. You're 4-2 because you could lose to
Okay.
Detroit and San Fran.
Yeah.
Maybe the Green Bay game could be weird.
Yeah.
At Chicago week 4. I mean, I don't think they'll lose, but you never know. Those guys could feel good the first like 6 weeks, and then the young
Yeah.
bucks fall off.
Yeah.
So it's you're starting at
4-2 's
Minnesota. You're 4-2.
4-2.
I'd say 5-2.
Beat Minnesota. We're beating them.
Then
Seattle, looking at Seattle, I think we win. I mean, last time we were in Seattle, we beat them pretty convincingly. So you win
yeah,
that one. Miami, I mean,
yeah. I don't really
what
know.
Miami? I'm gonna say we win because I just think defensively we have a better chance of stopping them than they do of stopping us. Like they're pretty
So last season, when it goes back to Seattle, first game of the year was at Seattle, beat them
right.
30-13. Then the second game was closer at home, won 17-16.
Right.
That was the home game
I hear
after the
that.
bye.
I hear that.
No Kyron Williams. That was the last game Kyron Williams was out. So
Facts.
for reference, the Rams did start the year 3-6 last year.
Yep.
Losses to San Fran, Cincy, Philly. So all right, 3. That was a respectable losses.
Had a good
Pittsburgh,
chance. Should have
Green
beat Pittsburgh
at
too. We do remember that.
Dallas, and then at Green Bay, and then went on to tear after that. Only loss was OT against the Ravens.
When you think about it, like we were both talking about the fact that Pickett didn't get the first down against the Rams, and so they should have had the ball, and Matt Stafford has a chance with 2
Yeah.
minutes to go down and
And just
drive.
so you don't freak out about
But
preseason games, last year, lost to the Chargers 34-17, lost to the Raiders 34-17, lost to Denver 41-0 in the preseason, 0-3. So don't mean
okay.
shit.
From what I've heard, Sean McVay does not play a single starter in preseason, so I don't expect to win.
Yeah.
Although we did see against the Chargers, we saw Bennett cook. I mean, he had some
Yeah.
good throws. That's where we discovered Puka. We're like, this kid, kind of different. Sure enough, didn't know he was gonna have a rookie record. I'm gonna say we beat Miami. It's at home. I just think we beat them. At New England, actually could be a trap game because you don't know at that part of the season. Like, are they still even in it? Like, do they give a shit? I'm gonna say we beat New England, and I think I want to say we beat the Eagles to get the redemption.
Hey, this is your road right here. I've already done in my head. This is what I know what I'm going with.
So wait, we said we were at
You're at
7-2.
you're at 4-2 going into Minnesota, so you won 3
Yeah,
straight. So you're at
5, 6,
7-2.
7-2.
Are you
I'm gonna
8-2
say
in
we
New
were
England?
8-2 in New England. So
And
I'm
then
gonna
you're 9-2
say
against Philly.
we lose to Philly.
All right,
I'll
so
say
you're
we
8
lose to Philly.
8-3,
8-3. We beat New Orleans on the road.
9-3.
9-3. I don't know what Buffalo is.
Sometimes like
It's at home, like they
I feel like a random December 8th home game is a Josh Allen masterclass for some
masterclass.
reason, but I could see a win and then 2 losses depending on how the Jets are and the Niners are.
Yeah.
I would say if I was doing this as like a realistic fan, if this was the
Yeah.
Eagles and they had Buffalo, San Fran, and New York, I'd just have us going 1-2, just as
Okay,
like a
so
like
I'll say that then.
non-biased fan.
I'll say 1-2.
And then I think you end
Um,
2-0. So
I
then
think
that
so
would
too.
be 10-5. That would be 12-5. I
I'd
think
get
that
you in the
would be,
playoff.
yeah. So right now the Rams over under is 8.5. When I
Hammer
did
the
it
over.
when I did it in my head, just like I took a couple off and I had it at 10-7, which is still like fairly safe. With some that
8 is
could go either way.
crazy.
Because sometimes I don't know, like there's always those random road games that are weird. You're at Seattle that gets weird, or you're at New Orleans randomly, and they just like their defense wants to have that one game a year where they're the fucking greatest show on turf, you know?
Yeah,
And like,
I hear that.
I think it's good that Arizona and yeah, I don't know. Like, could Arizona be good this year? Maybe like a fully healthy Kyler for the whole year. Like, are they if
Maybe.
they're in the mix week 17? Is that a tough game? Is that they could be shit and it's an easy game? Like, you really don't know sometimes.
I feel like
I
when
would
they're
say
good, the
over
games are
if
easier.
I had to go to Vegas, well, which we will be before the season.
In Vegas.
If it's still 8.5, I'm taking
I'm
the over.
hammering it. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because even in my head, I'm like, worst case, it's not like they could
9 and
get
8.
the 9 pretty
Yeah,
easy, I think. Like
yeah. No, I agree.
14th best odds to win the Super Bowl, plus 3,000. So you put 100, you win 3,000.
I might be
Might as
sliding
well
100. I'm
throw.
not
Might
gonna
as well throw
lie.
it down. Yeah, I just think like they went 10-7 last year. I don't see how they're. I guess. I mean, there's no Aaron Donald, so I that
Right.
always hurts you. But like, I don't know how much it necessarily hurts you. I
Yeah.
don't. I think the front half of the schedule is fairly nice. I mean, you'll have a. I'd say that 5 game stretch of Eagles at New Orleans, Buffalo at San Fran at New York is a
Yeah, that's a
pretty.
tough one.
That's like you could go 2-3,
Mhm.
but I don't think that kills you if you start off.
Start off hot,
You
you
have
should.
to make sure you don't troll the Chicago, Green Bay, Vegas, Minnesota, Seattle 5 gamer.
Yeah.
Like that's where you can't like. Okay, it's one of those games you're like, how did we just lose to the Vikings? Like one of
Yeah.
those games on like a Thursday. Yeah, it is a Thursday
It
game.
is a Thursday.
Yeah, those are the ones where you're just like, you just get
Jay
trolled
Jettis is a
somehow.
masterclass,
Yeah, he goes for 250.
which I mean wouldn't be the worst for me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
don't be crying, but at the same time, be like, I mean, shit, 250. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
that definitely
Little
this
prediction.
this backstretch tough. So yeah, it's good shit. It's good football.
I'll lead us into some Olympics. I'll just give the people a
Yeah, let's see what we're
bit of
working with
a
there.
bit of a just minor recap. If my thing wants to.
Saw some Ethiopian die during the steeplechase. That was
Yeah,
something.
that guy got shit on. Not
Yeah,
sure
did
what
we check
happened
him
there.
for concussion protocol or is he?
Yeah, I mean, we'll go. I'll just go back to Tuesday and we can roll through. There wasn't anything too
I
crazy. Um, Equestrian jump off. If you care about stuff like that. Um,
think you explained equestrian. I still don't
Diving.
get it.
The Chinese are diving well. Shocker. Like,
Shit.
um, skateboarding. We didn't even get a medal. What are we
Aussies
doing?
took it.
We beat Germany in women's soccer in extra time, so we're in the gold medal match. I think that's Saturday.
Okay.
Second in the hammer throw, not bad.
Okay.
The 1500, boys got it done. Cole Hawker and the Goose is loose got the bronze. Um,
Oh, let's go,
it
baby.
was it was a probably race of the Olympics so far. Yeah, this is back when basketball was in the quarterfinals. Obviously, basketball just won an insane match
Yeah.
today. Got the 200. Gabby Thomas got it done. Our women's volleyball team bowed out in the quarterfinals. Bunch of shitters.
Jeez.
Um, this is going to Wednesday. This is going to yesterday. Nothing too. There's some heats of like some track stuff, but um, nothing too crazy until um, Chinese weightlifter frickin' had his day. Men went down in volleyball, 3-2 to the Polish.
It just choked it out.
So we'll be
Did
playing
you
for the
watch that?
bronze. I didn't watch it. No.
I watched the ending of it, and they were up 2-1 with a
Oh,
chance to close it, and then just
let me troll.
they go up by 2, They'd give up 2, and they just couldn't close the deal.
Tommy Boy lost in a skate park in the men's park final. Tough, but we'll take a silver. Another silver, losing to an Aussie in the pole vault. Not ideal.
I know the
But the
Aussies are good at
men
pole
beat
vaulting.
the Aussies
Hell yeah.
in the penalty in the shootout of water polo
Hell yeah.
quarterfinal. I think the semifinals tomorrow for them.
Hell yeah.
Artistic swimming, the Chinese took that, shocker, and they took weightlifting. Bunch of shitters.
Table tennis, Sweden gave it to Japan.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Sweden's they got some
Sweden.
dogs.
Oh shit.
Old Quincy Hall won the 400.
That baby Quincy.
That's a real dog right there. Made it happen for the boys.
Oh yeah.
Kenneth took second in the steeplechase, which is pretty solid. Some guy died halfway through.
I was gonna say, did he get third? That would have been great if he got bronze.
No, he probably would have got second, and Kenneth would have got third, but he ate shit and did not get up.
I've never seen anything that
Yeah, it
bad
was
in my
bad.
life. Oh.
Bad. Our men's beach volleyball squad went down in the quarters also.
Qatar.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
no.
good. This is now today. I'll show the golf leaderboard. The French girl was dialed in. Home course
I'm cooking.
advantage the first day. She shot 4 over today. She shot a 65 the first day. Now 76. She's down. Girl from Switzerland's dialed in, and U.S. are floating around the top 10. So we can get on up, I think, if they
Okay.
have a
Have a
high
good day.
scoring day. Yeah, have a high scoring day. Got some dinghy racing.
Okay.
We weren't really dialed in on
The
that.
Italians taking one dinghy.
Speed climbing, we got a bronze.
Did you watch that shit?
And I watched a U.S. guy set the world record, so I don't know if it was this guy
Holy
who set the world
shit.
record and then still somehow lost, which would be kind
Bro,
of
it looked like
insane.
it looked like whoever it was looked like they
He
were
was
just
moving.
running up a wall. I'm like,
He was moving.
what? How?
So Spain women's semifinals were today for water polo. Spain beat the Netherlands in a shootout, which was pretty insane. China gets another weightlifting
Hell,
freaking gold. I don't know what they got going on over there, but they're cooking.
need to get some tests going
Our
on.
women's volleyball made the gold medal match.
Yes.
So we'll take that. Not
Oh
bad.
yeah. Oh yeah.
France beat Germany in basketball. Schroeder goes down. Wemby is going to be in the gold medal game. Nothing else too crazy. Our U.S. women lost to the Aussies in a shootout.
That was tough.
Yeah, that was a tough one to witness.
Just needed one stop.
But we dialed back in. Gold medal in the long jump. Gold and bronze.
Okay.
Tara Davis comes in clutch. Wow, Pakistan and India, 1-2 in the javelin.
That's
Who would have
not what
thought
I
that?
would expect.
Yeah. Noah Lyles trolls had COVID. Well, COVID. Who knows?
Sure.
Tebogo gets the job done, gets the gold. Kenny gets second. King James clutches up for the boys against Jokic. Thank God. Sydney just beats the shit out of everybody. And Anna Cockrell, shout out, former USC teammate of mine. Gets up for the second. Another USA or USC teammate of mine got fourth in this race. Almost a US sweep, but not quite. Technically, Sydney was not my teammate, but for 1 year she trained at USC when I was at USC, so used to see her all the time. So,
oh baby,
we had a squad over there. Old Grant, this is my dog right here. I've known Grant for, gosh, 7 years now. He finally got his gold. We raced against each other when he was at Florida and I was at USC, so me and him go way back.
baby Grant.
He almost won gold in 2021. Got leaned out at the line, so he's been dialed in since then. And
That's a long time to wait for it. 3 years of training.
Normally it's 4.
That's a good point.
You know. So tomorrow we'll give a little recap, a little look ahead.
Got the Heat sprint.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that shit going on.
What the hell?
It does look insane, honestly. They just stand in the canoe and just freaking let it rip. Yeah.
The Fred Flintstones type shit.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's crazy.
We got the heats of the 4x4, which should be pretty standard for us. The 16-year-old kid Quincy Wilson's going to run in the heats.
I was gonna say, how does
So they're going to
that?
let the boy run.
Okay.
And 800 semifinal, hurdle semifinal.
Do you think he has a good chance, or is he?
He'll be fine. He'll help the team make the final.
Okay.
He won't troll, I don't think.
Okay.
Men's water polo against Serbia, 5:30 a.m. if you're getting up for that.
Might have to, honestly.
We got
China,
gold
Sweden
medal
final.
tennis match, China versus Sweden.
I
Can
might
the
need to tune
Swedish
in.
can they disrupt the dominance? Men's 89 kg, so these are big old some bitches, right? 89 kg. What's that in? I'm about to look.
I'm gonna
Kg
guess it's
to
like
pounds.
250.
It's 196.
Not even close on my side.
Not even
Okay.
close.
Not even.
Okay.
Yes. Thank
That's
you.
all right. So not quite that big, but
Still big
they're
sons of bitches.
bigger. Yeah, they'll look big.
Oh,
Bronze
US has
medal
to beat the
match.
Italians.
Yeah, we gotta get a bronze. We got break dancing at 7:07. I don't know what happens in that, but
Break shit and
women
dance.
are going for what they're like 5th gold medal in a row, 6th gold medal. So they just got to take care of Australia. I'd like to think that they can make
I'd
that
like to think
happen.
so. But the
Chickens
last time
versus
we talked
Spain in the
shit.
gold medal match for soccer.
Oh,
Who would have thought that? Shocker.
I'm picking that.
Yeah. And then we got the finals of the 4x1 relay. Shouldn't be much trouble for our ladies or our guys. The guys today in the prelim just ran the 5th fastest time ever. Obviously, Noah Lyles won't be on the team,
Sure. Got COVID.
but Kenny will probably be on the team. So I don't see how they lose, really.
And you're not talking
Women's
Quavo?
400 final, we got one girl out there in lane 9. She could maybe sneak on the podium, but I doubt it.
Okay.
Other than that, it's pretty standard stuff. Men's 400 hurdle final. I mean, this is what I've been waiting for. My dog right here, Rye Benjamin.
All right.
That's my brother right there. He needs to win, or else I'm gonna commit a crime. Maybe
Okay.
might commit a crime.
I know you're tuning into below the women's boxing final.
Oh, is this?
Yeah.
This is the
Ali versus Yang Lu.
All right, Yang. You're going up against a lot of testosterone. You gotta lock it in, Yang.
Well, I think they said that Yang. Well, I think they came out and said both of them have XY, but Yang
Yang is
confirmed the
also
guy. Yeah. So
Yang is also not locked in.
I think so.
Okay.
So
all right. I'm gonna have to check that out then. So we got 2 guys fighting for the women's
yeah,
for the women's title. Okay.
See who wins
Sounds good.
this. May the
We'll
best
see
man
who,
win.
yeah, the best man win. We'll go to the overall medal tally. It's close. China has been they sneakily stack up golds.
See, even though we're kicking the shit out of them in medal count, I want to win the gold count.
Yeah, we
Like,
have to
that's
win the golds. And
all.
I think we should. We should go double gold in the 4x1.
Yeah.
Besides that's why we need Sweden in that table tennis.
Come on, sweet. Hey,
Because we got some golds left on the table. There's a lot of track that we should win gold. And the Chinese, they probably have a girl in the shot put who's not half bad.
Okay.
Other than that, track should win all 4 of the relays we should win.
Okay.
There's 4 golds.
Okay,
I think Rye will
Basketball should
win.
Okay.
400 hurdles. There's another gold. I really think that both basketball teams should win. There's 2 more. We got a gold chance for the women's volleyball.
Wade.
We have a gold chance for, I guess, women's soccer is in the gold medal match also, which is on Saturday.
Yeah.
We have a chance that we can pretty comfortably get to 40. Which I think is which I think is good. If you want to look at, so you know how swimming was like us versus the Aussies.
Yeah.
I would like to show people why, especially in the post Usain Bolt era.
Yeah.
If we don't fuck around when it comes to track and field. Take a look at the medal count for just track and field. Yeah.
Oh, we run that shit.
Oh, we run that shit.
There's you.
Next, so Canada's got 2 golds. They got 3 medals total. Highest medals is 6. We have 27.
Thinking that's pretty good.
So this number could go up to At worst 13. It could go up to 15. We could have 15 golds easy if we win all the relays left. Like, I might as well look. Let's look at the rest of the track. Let's go athletics. Okay, so 4 by. I want to look at. Does it just show finals? No, it doesn't. Okay, women's shot put. Let's see. We got somebody. Ravens normally good, but probably not. Let's look at season's best. 20.33. This girl from the Netherlands. Song and Gong are always
Oh
loaded
shit.
for China. Song and Gong, they get shit done.
Yeah, they sound like a tandem.
So we'll see. I mean, outside chance of a medal, not going to count on it. Okay, so nothing there.
Okay.
Women's 4x1. Fastest, well, I guess Great Britain has run faster, but our season's best was what we had just ran in the
Yeah.
prelim, which was better than everyone else because we normally don't run relays throughout the season. We just put it together for the championship. So as long as the batons get around,
We'll
should be
good.
a win. There's a gold.
Okay.
Men just ran the 5th fastest time ever.
Okay.
Should
Feel
be a
pretty good
gold.
with that.
Okay, so there's 2 golds.
Okay.
Women's 400, maybe a medal with Alexis Holmes out here. Probably not though. I like 6, 7, and 8 being the podium.
Okay.
In my expert opinion. Men's triple, not sure who we got out there. We got Salif, and he's shit, so nothing there.
So we're chalked. Okay.
Women's heptathlon right now, our girl
Okay.
Anna Hall is in 3rd.
Okay.
She should probably get a medal at least. I don't know if she'll get gold.
10,000
10K
meter. Good God.
is probably just some Ethiopian.
Yeah.
Maybe not Schweitzer. Maybe Schweitzer? No. This girl,
Well,
Kaladi, could get
Kaladi.
up there, but I doubt it. It's going to be the skinny other people. 400 hurdles. Rye Benjamin, I like his chances. I know he's number 2 so far, but he has the fastest time in the world this year. I'm saying gold. I'm saying it.
I like it.
Men's marathon, not really sure who's in here for us.
I might have to take the
And
over for
and
Ryan Prize
then
Picks.
these people don't even know. Well, you want the under for time, right?
Well, under. That's what I mean though.
Yeah.
With the under.
Men's high jump, we don't really have anyone. Men's 800, probably not. Women's jav, not sure. We have nobody. Okay.
Okay, can't medal there.
Women's 100 hurdles, they don't have the final set yet because there's still semis to go. We got some dogs. We should have at least 2 medals in that.
Okay.
Men's 5K, Grant, who just got bronze in the 10K, got a good shot at it. He's 5th in the world this year. So
Okay.
I do, in fact, like his chances to medal again if he's not that tired. Women's 15 shouldn't be much of anything, but we should have gold 4x4. So that's like at least 5 with
Yeah.
at least 3 or 4 other medals.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of the way, everybody who isn't the U.S. in track and field. This should all be double digits up here. 10 plus, 10 plus, 10 plus. Get up to the 40 range. No one else will even be double digits. Get the fuck out of here. Go back home.
I like it.
See ya.
I love it. I honestly
Cheers,
love the game
shitters.
plan. Can't get any better than that. All right. It's time to go to Stooge of the Week, and you know him, you love him, you might be
Yeah, we
pissed at
talked
him.
about him.
It's Noah Lyles. You know, it's congratulations on winning your gold. No question about it. You know, it was a beautiful 100 finish there. You know, came down to the wire,
Yeah.
but all the fanfare coming out for the 200, and then to get bronze, and then all of a sudden get wheelchaired out of there. It's,
Well, obviously, I have some thoughts on this being the
yeah, let's
resident
take it.
track and field athlete
Yeah.
here. And in fact, racing Noah Lyles one time in my career, which led to me getting injured and ruining my junior season. So
I did not know that.
yeah, blew my hamstring up at the Arcadia Invitational against Noah Lyles. Oh yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that's not the
That
one at
was junior year.
SAC, right?
No.
Okay, that was the second. Okay.
This is my junior year at in high school.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, we raced at Arcadia, and yeah, it wasn't good. But
Sure.
so I guess he's had COVID for 2 days.
Okay.
That's what I've heard. So that means he had it for his other race also. There
Okay.
wasn't any wheelchair in for that one in the semifinal. He just lost and then walked off. So okay, whatever. Nobody knew anything, right? It's just like, wow, he didn't look good.
Yeah.
So then we come out today, and obviously we don't find out anything till after the fact, but does his whole normal like sprint out and jump around and scream and yell and shout and let it all out. Then gets bronze, laid out on the ground. I haven't watched like the actual broadcast footage of like pre and post really. I've just seen the clips. Like I watched the race, but then I got Karate Kid telling me they're bringing him a wheelchair. I'm like, a wheelchair? Did he like blow up his hamstring or something at the end of the race? He's like, no, I don't know. He just looks dead. So they wheelchaired him, and then he said he had COVID and he was wearing a mask and all that. Okay. Here's my thought.
Yeah.
One, we're letting people compete with COVID.
Good point.
I didn't know that that was allowed, really. I get that it's an individual thing, so you can kind of mask and then go out there and run. But he did then start hugging all of his competitors after the race. And if they did know he had COVID, then they could probably sue him for fucking like assault or something for like
Yeah.
actively going to hug a guy when you have COVID. So that's like red flag number one. Red flag number two is doing your sprint out of the tunnel, then pulling the wheelchair card. You can't do both. Either you walk out of the tunnel to try and conserve all the energy you have because you have COVID. You're trying to keep the reserves in. You run, you act dead tired because maybe you are, maybe you aren't. You get the wheelchair and then you say you have COVID, and everyone will be like, "Oh, is that why you didn't do your crazy intro stuff?" Yes, wanted to conserve energy, and I would have been like, "Okay." But you can't do both. You can't do the fun intro, then say I'm dead tired, and then I'm like, "Well, then why'd you do the intro where you waste all your energy?" And, my mom was like, "Well, that's, like, how he gets in the zone." It's like, "Yeah, but you now you can't then complain that you were
Out of energy if you're
out of energy and you needed a
fanfare.
wheelchair to take you off. You had COVID for 2 days, you ran the semifinal and didn't need a wheelchair.
That's a good
Now
point.
you need a wheelchair now because you lost in the final race and you need to milk it a little bit." I don't know, but I will say Tebogo's that guy. He's been training all year for running the 100 and the 200. He missed the podium in the 100, but that dude set the world record in the 300 earlier this year and ran a 44.2 in the 400 this year. That would have made he would have been a finalist of the 400 if he would have ran that at the Olympics.
Damn.
So he's all around great sprinter, and he's been prepping to run all 3 rounds of the 100 and all 3 rounds of the 200. Noah has been just working on his start all year so he could win the 100.
He did
And
win
I
it.
think he won it, and then now it kinda COVID, no COVID, I still think he loses, personally.
Okay.
Maybe it's close,
I hear that.
but, like, his thing coming into this Olympics was, "I'm gonna win 4 gold medals," 'cause he wanted to be on both of the relay teams. Now you got 1, you got COVID, you got 3rd, and now you're not even gonna be on the 4x1, so I would say it's unsuccessful Olympics for Noah Lyles after all the yapping, and the US are in the gold
Boy.
medal game for basketball, so
So
gotta
so they
think.
will be the champs of the world, gotta think.
Unless Wemby has a master class.
Oh my god, could you imagine the amount of shit talking. Honestly, I think if the men's basketball team loses in the gold match, I feel like the Olympics is a loss for the United States.
Yeah,
That's our bread and butter.
yeah,
Yeah,
gotta
I
think
mean,
we win those.
do you think maybe perhaps Lyles pulled a Paul Pierce and take a deuce,
Maybe.
pulled a wheelchair,
I mean,
didn't want to crap his
it was
pants
so
maybe?
weird, like, you just get rolled and then you hit the wheelchair is crazy.
I didn't even know you could call a wheelchair out.
So I've seen it happen before,
Okay.
when Wade Van Niekerk, he won the world championships in, maybe it was 15. This is the
Mhm.
year before he set the world record in 2016. He
Yeah.
ran so hard. He ran like basically what the guys ran this year, but he had never ran that fast before. He had to get like oxygen. They had to like take him out on a
Oh,
wheelchair to like he had to get like a like a mask.
a math.
That is the 400. So like you're kind of expected to go that crazy. Just so you know this, they asked the Tebogo guy in an interview. So they asked him if he aspires to world records and being the face of track and field. His answer was, "I can't be the face of track and field because I'm not an arrogant or a loud person like Noah Lyles."
I do remember seeing that quote.
So yeah,
Oh
Tebogo just
shit.
roasted the fuck out of him.
Oh fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, Noah posted a little tweet and about him and said like, because Tebogo like lost his mother, blah blah blah. So Noah was like, congratulations. So like he's said all the right things.
Yeah.
I just find it like it was so weird the turnaround for the past 2 days. Like what the hell just happened?
I had no idea that that was going down. Um, like I didn't get a sign from him that he had COVID. I mean,
Yeah.
and like you said, I mean, I didn't know we could compete with COVID. Like
Yeah, and then
I
go
wasn't
hug
on that.
everybody.
Yeah.
Like, do they know? Like, wait, am I gonna? Because those people might have other races. Like Bednarik, Kung Fu Kenny might want to run the 4x1 tomorrow, and like, what if he tests positive for COVID? And now he can't.
Like you were saying, I mean, there is I don't know exactly what law it is, but like let's say you're in the United States and you have some sort of like STD or something and
Yeah,
you
you
give
have
it to
to.
someone without
Yeah,
telling them,
yeah,
you can I think you can go to jail for it. I know you can get a ticket at least, but like
yeah.
it's kind of the same thing. Like if you stop someone, especially this is their livelihood, so you stop someone from being able to do their job because of
Yep.
COVID now. Like I don't know what that entails, but I did see a video of I guess that the Olympic Committee gave 600,000 condoms to the Olympics,
Oh yeah, they
the
always
Olympic
do.
Village, and then the guy broke it down and he's like, "In order to use all the condoms, you gotta be using a condom every 7 hours." I'm like, "That's boy, that might be something."
I mean, it's probably possible though, honestly.
I mean, if you're committed, you can definitely get it done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's like
That's
a better
crazy.
solution to this, but like
The
it's
condom
definite.
situation or the
No,
COVID
no,
thing?
the like because
Oh,
there's
okay.
been COVID, and then I've also heard. There's one of my mom's college friends. She's the announcer for the water polo games.
Mhm.
Over there, and she's been saying there's been a nasty virus going on over there that's like vomit, diarrhea, the whole
That's the
shebang.
E. coli shit from the Seine River.
Probably, or like when you put 20,000 people in like from all over the world in one location, like
Probably brings
something's
some
getting
things.
yeah, like something's getting through.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's like a better way to do it, but I mean, I feel like it's just destined for there to be like sicknesses going around. Like, how could there
Yeah.
not be with this many people?
It's a good point. I didn't even think about that part of it.
Yeah.
As you can see, we wanted to troll Noah because he, for those of you who don't know, when he was doing his, I think it was his prelims, right? When he was for the Olympics, he was pulling out Yu-Gi-Oh cards and
Yeah.
had
That was
blood
for
in the
the
jug.
Olympic trials. Yeah.
So, for those unfamiliar, there's a scene of Yu-Gi-Oh where protagonist Yugimoto is faced with three blue eyes, white dragons. Doesn't look great. Um, no, Lao's faced with three blue eyes, and it didn't work.
Yep.
And, you know, as you can see, uh, President Biden is completely mortified. He actually thought that he was watching Toy Story and he was wondering how Lyles got in a Toy Story. And then they told him we lost the 200. He said, "What 200 of what?" I thought, was and Buddy were about to, or was, yeah, Buzz and Woody, she had an aneurysm, were about to take over. And no, sir, that's the Olympics. So he's still not sure why he's perplexed like that, but
Sure.
they're trying to help him
They're
slowly
trying
get
to
through
help
it.
them figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, he wanted to watch SpongeBob. They said, "Sir, you need to go eat your apple juice,
Yeah.
drink it maybe, eat it if you'd like." They could
Sure.
freeze it for him, give him a little pouch and send him the hell to bed. But and then good honorable mentions, Jim Harbaugh for sure.
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to find from Harbaugh, but he came out with an interview this week and said, the way that I train my team is if you make mistakes, you come out and own it, and you ask for forgiveness and keep moving forward. He said, I apologize for nothing because I did nothing wrong. And then the NCAA hit him with a 4-year, um, basically search and seizure, I guess, saying you got to bring up these things. And they popped him not for the sign stealing stuff. That's only a Netflix documentary. That's not going to actually amount to shit.
Yeah.
But instead, they're popping him for buying a cheeseburger for a recruit and talking to him outside of recruiting hours, which, I mean, I don't really fault. I think
I'm
every
doing that
team
on
in the
NCAA
nation.
right now. So
Oh, I'm hitting up these recruits when they're like, "Hey, coach, I can't talk to you." Like, well, I can talk to you, can't I?
yeah,
So
I'll
guess what?
just
You
don't
want a
respond.
Hellcat or not?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, all I'm making is Heisman's and Blitnikoff wide receivers. Like I'm just,
Oh yeah.
you want to be a part of this team or you want to get shit on by them? It's up to you.
Yeah,
Like,
fact.
either get on the train or get off fucking tracks. Um, Boston Breach actually just breached their entire team, which is
Yeah, they said
insane.
GG go next.
You got to think Robert Kraft saw the amount of money he's paying these guys, and he's like, "We could have used that money for Ayuk. Are you kidding me?
No,
Blow this
fact.
shit up." And then, do you think it goes down that Snoopy broke this organization?
Potentially, these guys
I
were
mean,
just. He has put.
check.
Yeah, I don't know. And they look like they're shit in scrims. I mean, I think
Bruce dropped
Dashy
50,
he dropped 50 with like 100
100
with
seconds in the
like
hill,
yeah, like a minute 40 in the hill or whatever.
and
Oh
absolutely
goodness.
no VOD,
Yeah,
no
no VOD.
stream on,
No VOD from it
nothing.
is
Just
crazy.
50.
Just ripping
Octane
idiots.
was losing it.
I would be
It was like a
losing it too.
50 bomb, and I get nothing. I can't
Yeah,
see it.
cannot view that at all.
No, no. Got to think. Maybe we want to do that for content. Anyways, and then the U.S. women's water polo team, tough loss to the Aussies. It's really tough for
The
us as
shootout,
Americans because
man.
we talked a lot of shit. You see, so
We did.
when we start running our gobblers here, and then we don't deliver, we look like assholes instead of just stooges. So that's where things get difficult.
Yep.
Um, just got to have one stop. I know it's not easy, and I get it, but I just need one stop,
Sure.
and then we're in like a dirty shirt. But didn't happen. And if all the teams to lose to, we lose to the damn Aussies.
I know. It's the men won on a shootout, the women lost on a shootout. It's kind of
That's the way the shootout goes.
I guess yeah, 50-50. It's about all it can be.
Yeah. So yeah, Noah, got you that nice
Good
bronze
stuff, no?
wheelchair. You can take that. We actually stole that from President Biden. That's why he's even more pissed off. He
Yeah.
didn't know that was in his collection, but we'll get him a new one. So yeah, thank you, Noah. Appreciate it, bud.
Good ship.
All right. Remove that for a second. Let's go to Twitter. Have to start with one video. I mean, since we're talking about the Olympics, this guy's got all the answers. You can trust him.
Olympiadic athlete, you got to know there's certain things to include in your diet and some things to leave out. Behold the coconut glaze. The coconut right here, that's good for competing in exotic climates. Like if you got to go to new places, it helps you adapt. And the glaze, that goes straight to the biceps, the triceps, the interceptions, and the forceps, and sudden, immediate strength to the haunches. Coconut glaze for the gold. You welcome. If
Okay.
you
I mean, any questions is really all I
Sounds
got.
good.
Like, I
Sounds good to
mean,
me.
obviously biceps, triceps, interceps,
Yep.
and then forceps.
What?
Simple stuff.
Yep.
What? I gotta say, I really want his Dr. Pepper hat. There's no question.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I need to get on that for sure.
Yeah, that's an elite pick right there. I didn't. I mean, maybe LeBron's eating this every day, and we just don't
Yeah.
know it. He's just got a coconut donut. He knows all these things. I mean, you never know. It could happen. But thank you, Mr. Tavin. Not sure. Thank you. All right. It's not the information I thought I was gonna get on a Tuesday morning, but Mr. 305 and Mr. Worldwide purchased the naming rights to the Florida
I know. I saw this. This is
Internationals
crazy.
football stadium for $1.2 million per year for the next 5 years. change the name from FIU Stadium to Pitbull Stadium. I think it's got to be 305 or Worldwide Stadium, something like that.
Yeah,
Um,
I like that.
the vibes at this stadium have to be fucking immaculate. I mean, you got to walk through the door and it's just Pitbull
Oh yeah,
24/7.
you're loving it.
I mean, are we possibly looking at can they incorporate this into the NCAA game? Because if they do, I think I'm gonna
I'm
have to do a dynasty at FIU, and
I'm sure they could.
I'm gonna bring Pitbull to recruiting visits, and we're just gonna let the guys get down. You know what I mean? And he can drive around in the Lambo, do his deal. I don't know if you've seen the hype video for it.
I haven't. No.
They're leaning into it. Like the
Okay, they're loving
scoreboard
it.
already says Mr. 305. The stadium says Mr. 305 Stadium, and then Pitbull Mr. 305 Stadium, and then the field. I don't know if it actually says this or they just did a graphic for it, but it said 305 with the Panther logo as the 0. Pretty good.
Sharp.
I'm just interested to see what else, who else is going to buy what. Are we about to see a Travis Scott Stadium and is Kendrick Lamar?
I think so.
Buy
I think we
SoFi?
should. Why not?
Fuck, get them revenue
If,
going,
if
boys.
Mr. 305 can do it, I mean, he does have the pipeline,
Yeah,
so that does help. But
yeah, I'm trying to think. Are we? Who's a big alumni that would buy their school stadium rights? I mean, maybe West Virginia needs to be Pat McAfee Mountaineer Stadium.
Yeah,
might have to be.
Yeah, I mean, if he could do it for sure.
Maybe the Colts, the Lad House is the Takate Lad House. That could be
R.I.P. Takate.
We bring Takate up on the top.
Yeah, on the
rafters.
Row.
I like that.
I don't mind it.
What the hell is going on? Yeah, there've been some weird shit. I don't know if people are following about what's going on in the UK right now with their riots and shit, but just gonna kind of walk through the deals here. So repeatedly raped 12-year-old girl. 180 community hours, no prison time. Sure. Sold anti-immigration stickers. 24 months in prison. Got it. Posted racist comment on Facebook. That's damning shit right there. I mean, that's just divisive. 15 weeks in jail.
Yeah, not good.
Not quite sure. Something about this picture's not adding up.
You gotta think we could get this right.
I think.
But I guess not. I guess we can't.
The racist comment.
Yeah.
Rape a 12-year-old girl.
One got to be bigger than the other.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the math is adding up
It's
here.
not mathing.
Think something's wrong there, so we might need to fix that. We'll get into more in depth on that. I don't even know why this is here, but FaZe Lacey. I don't know about you. I'm not a big fan of him. I think he's the worst addition to FaZe, my opinion. But let's just hear what you guys say. Really. But it's not even funny, dumbass. It's just annoying.
Bro got to fly to Japan and is complaining about his job. Bro, here's the thing that you don't understand. You guys act like, oh, my job is so easy. Streaming is so easy. Oh, you get to do all this cool stuff. Here's the thing. I genuinely think that streaming is harder than an actual job. And I'm going to tell you why right now. Go ahead and laugh at me. Go ahead and laugh. I'm going to tell you right now why streaming is harder than a normal job. Tell me it's not harder to have to fly 17 hours all the way out to Japan, have jet lag, be tired. Then when you get here, you have to walk around in the hot sun, 100 degrees out, sun beating down on you. You're sweating, you're tired, you're hungry. And then you have to stream yourself shopping for clothes and going shopping for 6-8 hours a day, bro. That's genuinely hard compared to working a normal job where you just go in for 6 hours every day, because normal jobs work, 30-hour weeks, 6 hours a day, five days a week, 30 hours. And then you have the weekends off. You guys have to understand, it's way harder to stream. And then I have to go around and mog everybody, bro. And I just walk around.
I mean, you don't have to do that.
I wanted to believe he was joking, but I don't think he is.
The 30-hour week. Yeah. Okay, bud. I'm not
Buddy.
sure what 8. I mean, typically you're pretty standard. Like, okay, say it's 8 to 4,
Yeah, you're still hitting
right?
past
Like
that 30 mark, you
you're getting
know?
past it. That's 8 out. That's 8 hours a day right there. 8 times 5. You're at least at 40. At
There you
least
go.
at 40 if you go from 8 to 4 p.m. You're
Yeah.
probably going 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Most jobs.
Yeah.
That's 45 hours a week. And then think about it. Your job is probably far, so that means you're up at 6:30 and you're back home at 6:30. So you're gone from 6:30 to 6:30. And you're only getting paid for 45 hours of that.
What's Queso say? I'm interested.
Streaming harder than a real job? Bro, what? Dude, no, actually, I don't remember who it was on YouTube. Before I was a streamer, I saw a YouTuber say, like, man, y'all just don't understand. You wouldn't understand until you get in this position. This is more difficult than just normal 9 to 5. Well, guess what, Chad? I am in the position, and I can sit here and tell you it's not even close to as hard as a real job. Bro, you and me sit here and lie?
I respect that.
Yeah.
Like, just be honest with me. You don't gotta.
Yeah. Like
gotta
I'm sure
bullshit.
there are points that are hard. Like sitting in front of a camera for 8 hours a day, like entertaining, is probably gets old and like you're just tired of doing it. But like
Sure.
it's like all relative, you know? It's like you'd rather still take that level of tired over doing your job.
Yeah.
Like
I don't have to think. I just say stupid shit or just like play a game. Like,
I could see how it could be mentally taxing. Like
sure.
you're just like always having to be on.
Right.
For the most part. Like
I agree with that.
but I think the person would still like if they went back to like a regular job for like a month, be like, okay, never mind, bro. Let me just go back to what I was doing.
I think we had that. We had a streamer who quit his streaming to go work at like some pallet yard and then immediately was like, oh, this was the worst decision of my life. Like, I think we had
Yeah.
that a couple months ago. But like, let's think about it this way. So you and I record twice a week for about 3 hours per almost sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like a little tiring, but I wouldn't say I get as tired as like my regular job.
No.
Like, so I put it in perspective like that, or even streaming, playing COD for a couple hours. Like, yeah, you're a little tired, but like nothing like your job because it's entertainment. It's fun. It's cool. It's chill. So I just think that's just that's just not a good look for FaZe in general. Because you got guys like FaZe Lacey, and then you got like Zuma. So it's like, okay, Zuma's the dog, but
yeah,
Lacey fucking it up for everybody. Do I want to show this video showing that the United States paid the Taliban anywhere from $43 to $87 million?
I don't know if I want to see that. We're getting scammed.
Just know they're making sure, again, like you said, they tax you. You have to figure out how much you owe. And if you don't put the right amount, they're going to come back and say you didn't get the right thing.
And then they'll take that money and give it to the Taliban.
Right to the Taliban. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you.
So when you think about it, if you have less money, you give less money to the Taliban.
Yep. Or you could just commit tax fraud.
Could just, you know what? Catch me if you can. Seen the movie before.
See what you
Seen
got.
how to do it. Yeah. Need forceps and just kind of some blank checks and cashier checks and do it. Yeah, X has filed a lawsuit against a global alliance of advertisers for illegally targeting X, which prompted an ad boycott on the platform. So yeah, X is going to sue basically CVS Health, Mars, basically the biggest
for scamming.
The biggest advertising company. So at the base of all advertising, there's about 5 companies at the top that do all of it.
Yeah.
So if they were pissed at you at the time, you wouldn't get any coverage. So now they're going to sue them to say, go fuck yourself.
Sure.
That's not how capitalism works. And they're not the only ones too. I saw somebody else join into it. So good on them. Oh yeah. This might be the most unhinged video idea I've ever heard of. We love creativity, but this might go a little too far. You told me. Tell me how you feel about it.
Okay.
Had to have that.
Did you prep them?
No.
I have
Okay,
no
so
idea
you're
what's going
coming
on.
in.
Here's what
totally
I'll prep. This is a real idea. This is a real content idea yet.
for bachelorette parties. They make those little clone of Willie thing for
Sure.
the bride to be. When her man's is out of town, she can still have her man's in town. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You,
Can I finish where this is going?
yeah,
You
absolutely.
want us to make penis dildos out of a mold of our own penises?
Yes.
Right.
Here's the kicker. This is the best part.
Sure.
I also make one.
Okay. 3.
Boys in the back have to guess who is who.
Have to guess who's who?
Yeah. Blind, like
Oh, I
not
thought it was just for
blindfolded,
sale.
like Will thought I was saying. They don't have to feel it and all that stuff to guess who's who. Like Will thought I was saying. Blindly guess because they aren't labeled as to whose is who.
He
Yeah.
wants
That
us
he
to.
wants-
He wants us to
Make a mold of our penises.
make a mold of our penis.
Yeah.
And then guess whose is whose.
It would be funny.
It would be funny.
I think it's one of the more insane ideas I've ever heard.
Really? Not just for the camera.
Not just for
That-
the camera.
that's
I
insane.
told Jared that.
Like once I walk away behind my back, you're
You
like,
came over and you said, "Do you have
Jared,
a
I'm
have a
little bit
moment? I want to
concerned."
pitch you a content idea." So
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
all right, what's up?
but do you really, just because the camera's on, I know the camera's on, you're out.
Now,
I put myself more in the stance as like, I'll do it if everybody else does it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not super stoked on it, but I think it's funny.
I think it's a lose-lose for all of us.
Yeah. But it's funny.
My question is, why? You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
He goes,
I'm
why?
gonna, you asked, you said why, and I actually took a moment to think, yeah, why?
No, he said why.
There's no reason.
And I said, I understand why you're saying that. It's like, Sherman, are you just trying to see our piece and this is your roundabout way?
I
Yeah.
dare say it is.
might be. You might not be too far off on that.
I mean, is it
An
outside
interesting
the
idea.
box? Sure. Does it
Would
now?
it be funny? Yeah.
Sure. Will it probably get demonetized if we show? Sure. Maybe we take that. That's how you expand your content. You go to a different platform.
Sure.
Possibly. I'm just thinking about this. You know how they say, there's no such thing as a dumb idea. I don't think we can use that anymore after hearing that.
Yeah.
And I think it's more so not the idea itself, but the path I was walked down with. I have no prep into this. All I hear is, how for bachelorette nights they have clone a Willy. Like
Yeah.
you got to give me some other. Like you got to walk me back to like ancient Mesopotamia first.
No,
maybe
facts.
go through Greece, maybe a little bit of Italy, maybe a little
Sure.
bit of the Dark Ages, and then maybe we get over here. But we can't
Potentially.
just go straight to
Straight to it is crazy.
clone your Willy. We guess.
Yeah, we can't go right out the gate, running it down.
I just and then what type of business do we look like? I mean, I'm sure there's some sexual harassment
Right.
lawsuits right there.
Right,
I was
right.
asked to do a video idea. That's all over YouTube. I was,
Yep.
asked to guess the Willy. And then I'm not talking to Willy Wonka.
Yep.
And the henchman. So probably not going to end well, but I like the creativity possibly. And you know what? I thought about this. I thought if we had EP as our intern, I think that would be his first idea.
Yeah.
And I don't think I think we would have to be in Discord and be like, well, no,
No,
let's
can't
just
do
start
it.
there. And I'm gonna give you about 50 reasons why. You're not gonna like any of them, but just no. And I don't know, like, are you that desperate to see your boy's piece? Like you're
Yeah, right.
like, I feel like there's more respect than hey, let's just see what you got. I don't know. I don't know what is better, but that's not it.
Not it at all.
All right, getting back to some shit content. There's a new solar hat that you can charge your phone outdoors. I mean, Plain as it is, it's literally the beginning of a hat with just solar panels stitched into the rim of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it could charge your phone, shit.
Sure.
I think there are a lot of girls that might need this hat.
I think so. Yeah.
Ain't got fucking chargers, but you got sunlight.
They'll
You know
have
what?
to change the color of the hat, probably.
Yeah, you change color a little bit, maybe a little beige, perhaps.
Sure.
I dare say, even if you bought this for your girlfriend, I think she's losing it. Girls always lose the portable charger you get, and then I think this gets lost too somehow. It's a giant hat. We just won't be able to find it. Yeah, that's probably the winter set. You know, you get the beige for the summer, maybe a green possibly. Yep. All right. Oh, this is beautiful. His teacher had a Halo LAN party for the last day of school. This shit. I mean,
Would be lit.
sign me up. As the teacher, though, you need to spawn in and
This would be
just
good shit. Oh yeah, and just shit on people.
shit on them. I mean, bad with a pistol.
Yeah.
You know, just maybe a little gravity hammer action.
Sure.
A couple sticky nades, perhaps. A couple beat downs. This is. There are just so many things we could have done. I mean, I get that the caterer's already been paid, but we could have just told everybody, hey, you know what, we're gonna stop the wedding. You know, found out she cheated on me. Like, let's just. But instead, this guy decides to play a sex tape of his cheating wife during the wedding.
Oh.
And I've seen the video of the reception part of this. It's as bad as it looks. They turn, say, you know, would you like to face the crowd for the first time? And then they turn back to the screen, and which begs the question: if you're already married at that point, then you have to get divorced. So then, what state are you in? Are you in California where you're fucked?
I
Like,
mean,
how does this?
if I find this out, I'm not holding it until a wedding just to do a little thing. Like
I'm blowing up the procession. It's over.
We're gonna be canceling that.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm not gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm not that petty.
I mean, that's just.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive, honestly.
Yeah, I think they said it was his brother. I'm like, man,
Oh, no.
family doing it? We can't be breaking family.
That's not good.
That's not good at all. But yeah, I'm with you. Like, I don't care if I found out about it like a day before the wedding. Yeah, we're done. We're gonna move on here. We're gonna take our losses. I'm not gonna make everybody go to the wedding dressed up.
Yeah, no.
Because then
just
I look
waste
like a
everyone's
dumbass
time.
too. Like,
Now it's just the most awkward rest of time.
do you go to the reception after because you've already paid for shit? Like,
I mean, personally, me, if I'm just like a spectator, I'm going to wherever.
yeah,
Because
just to
I'm
see it.
here, so I'm gonna party. I'm a party harder, actually.
Yep, facts. I'm gonna get drunk as fuck. I'm not gonna bore you with this entire video because I watched it and it sucked. Yeah, they can. Basically, the blood results came through. Says that they're men for Khalif and Yuting Lin.
Okay.
Lin Yuting. So it is two guys fighting for the female
Interesting.
championship. So let the best man win, and no punches below the belt, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Come on.
jeez.
Keep it cordial.
Keep it up.
I listened to this clip and then I listened to the 3 minutes and 36 seconds, seeing if I could get maybe something. I'll play the clip for you because it's 36 seconds, and you tell me if you could get that out of 36 seconds. This guy tries his hardest not to actually say anything. Yep.
Are they just screaming at each other? Yeah, I can't hear shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Boxer's mail.
Okay. Sounds good.
So that's what you got. I listened to the full 3 minutes and 36 seconds down here. 421, actually.
Okay.
They danced around answering this thing the whole time.
Yeah.
I've never seen
wanted
more.
No part of answering it.
Yeah, they're like, well, you know, blood results aren't always everything. Like, I'm pretty sure they are.
There's something.
Like they're pretty damn hard facts. Tell you that.
They got to be worth something.
Yeah. So, yeah, may the best man win. That's all I can say. This guy's. I think this guy might take the crown from Beastu or Karate for those. Don't
Yep.
need reason. I think this guy might be Karate's arch nemesis. It's like a Despicable Me thing where Gru hates
Mm-hmm.
Vector.
How racist are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
Probably a 10. But there's always room for improvement.
No, I mean, like 10 is like the most racist.
Yeah, no, I know.
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And you know what? I like the growth mindset. You know, like because you could just be an arrogant asshole and think that you're tapped out at 10, but he's saying, "Hey, we're at 10 right now, but we can't."
And I got more in the tank here.
I still got one more. Yeah. So Karate might be finding that guy and fighting him. There's a chance. So I guess this guy makes his own game and then loses at it and just loses his shit at it. Is what it looks like. It looks like shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bang!
Damn. Still going down.
Yep. Fear the climb has to begin again.
And he's back.
Stop faking it for.
I mean,
I'm faking.
that headset went clean through.
Oh yeah.
See the velocity on this one? Let's just see.
Oh, he ripped that shot.
Turning 2 here.
He's ripping.
Gets a chance for a double play. Catches the rock. He's out of there.
Yeah. He's coming with some venom right there.
Yeah. Got some gusto, a little bit of mustard on that one. I was wondering how they're picking up the javelins, and I don't have to wonder anymore. They just pick them up.
Car on the move.
The car.
Yeah.
Now, if you could have this, you have to choose which position you have in the Olympics. You either have this job, or you are the lifeguard for the Olympic swimming events. Which one are you picking?
I'm probably going lifeguard because you don't have to do anything. You get front row seats, really.
That's a good point.
But this is pretty sweet. You get to be the guy driving the car.
This ain't bad.
Uh,
I think I might take the lifeguard as well. But
Yeah. This is not a bad one.
no, see, we'll chalk that son of a bitch. Here we go. Chuck that thing down there. No worries. Comes the RC. There we go. Launch that in there.
Put it in. Boom.
And here we go.
And we go.
We're out of there. It's like GTA. That's good shit. How many cars do you think they have in reserve in case one breaks? Or did we just
I mean,
risk
this
it
might
for the biscuit with
Yeah.
two?
I mean, I'm sure they have one extra. You got to at least
Gotta
have
make a run
one
to,
in reserve.
Got to make a run to Toys R Us to get
Yeah.
one. Yeah, this cat, I don't think he didn't quite understand what's going on here. Tried his damnedest. It doesn't work out too well. Just can't.
Oh, jeez.
Nope. Jeez. Use
Can't
two
catch
hands
it.
too. Fucking Christ. There we go.
Just can't catch it.
Nope. Maybe. Possibly. Nope. Okay. Maybe next year, bud. To be fair, though, that's a fat cat, so he could use all the exercise here.
Yes.
So let's just keep
He
this
needs to
thing
be
on a
running
loop.
around on the table.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we keep this on a loop for a bit. Cut his diet down a little bit. Yeah. Shane Gillis and Zach Bryan slamming beers together. I think this might bring the country together. They said Shane Gillis is living proof that as long as you're funny, you can get any baddie you want.
There you go. He's done it.
He's done it. I mean, this is good shit. If you had to pick one artist to slam beers with, who are you picking?
Hitler.
Hitler?
No. Has to be an artist,
It
or it can be anyone.
can be anyone. Fuck it.
Ooh. I'm gonna slam beers with James Draws. Or Hasbullah.
Okay.
That would be imagine with Hasbullah. I know he can't drink because he's Muslim, but
Yeah, so he's just handing his beers to you and you're housing both of them?
could be fun.
I think housing beers with Theo Vaughn must be the
Yeah,
most
that would
fun
probably be
experience.
insane.
The shit that he says while he's drunk has to be insane. Him and Joey Diaz, if you can get a duo.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. That's a good chug from the fella too. I mean, he just houses that shit. Yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, this is the vice presidential pick for Kamala Harris. This is
Timmy.
Minnesota Governor Walz.
Oh, Timmy boy.
Yeah, let's see what old Timmy's got to say. Timmy!
I think we need to push back on this. There's no guarantee to free speech on misinformation or hate speech, and especially around our democracy.
Now, again, I'm a stooge. You're a
Yep.
stooge. We're not the sharpest stooges in the shed. I believe the whole purpose of that First Amendment is to freedom of speech is there's no real.
Yeah, I mean, this is where it gets shaky. Like, I get, okay, like you don't want misinformation, like you don't want people
Sure.
just spewing bullshit, but then you can't like
Sure.
say that they can't say it if it's false. You can't tell
There you
me
go.
that I can't say it because it's false. Basically, I shouldn't,
Sure.
but you can't tell me I can't, because
And
then you're in charge of what's correct and what's not, and then that's
There we
where
go.
we get into the tricky situation.
Where we get to that communism, socialist side of like
Yeah.
such, Russia perhaps, or
Sure.
China perhaps, or North Korea maybe. Those types of, you can't say these things, you can't even think these things. Yeah, definitely. Because if this is true, then I think he should probably go shut down the Onion because they are known so well for having fake information pieces. I didn't know that you could have a statement to say that you have no right to free speech, and then in the same statement say when it pertains to our democracy. Because I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not.
You're
Again,
losing me, Tim. You're losing me.
Timmy, I seem to recall a group of gentlemen, going across the Delaware, famous picture. Not not the Captain America. That's not the one we're talking about. Old General George just bringing the boys across, and I don't think that's what they stood for, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the story also going around too about old Timmy, pertaining to horses, perhaps.
No, I have not.
Well, I've checked about 5 or 6 different sources, and none of them have come back incorrect in saying that community notes got me. So allegedly, old Timmy had to go to the hospital to have his stomach pumped, and initially the internet was saying that the reason for it was because he swallowed too much human semen, and they corrected it in community notes and said actually it was horse semen. So on one side we have a potential couch fucker.
Sure.
Other side I got a horse semen drinker.
Not ideal.
One of them I have to avoid the pasture. One of them I just don't let him sit on my couch.
Yeah.
I mean, if this isn't Saturday
Either
Night
way,
Live,
not looking good.
It's not looking great, I'll tell you that. But boy,
Options aren't the best.
They're not looking good. Not looking great. All right, that's enough of that. Thank you, Timmy.
What
Just
does that even mean?
Drive means I run phase, nigga.
It does run phase. So what does that even mean?
Drive means I run phase, nigga.
What do you mean, like fight people?
Yeah, I run phase, nigga. What the fuck you think it means?
I'll run your phase.
Yeah, you ain't running nowhere. You walking.
I swear, I never know what Haggie's thinking. Man.
That's dude.
Sometimes he's joking, and sometimes he just gets so butthurt.
Yeah.
Just gets like, it doesn't get better for Tim.
Oh no.
So he's been running, saying that he served in the Minnesota reserve, for the
Okay.
reserve guard. And right before his unit was going to deploy to Afghanistan, I believe, or was it Iraq? I think it was Afghanistan. He left to go run for politics, which means he was dropped down a rank, but he keeps saying that he was in combat, and his unit is coming back at him and saying that he isn't. So this is a guy who was in his unit.
Yeah.
I feel like this might be a bit of it's probably a couple minutes, but I think it's worth the listen,
He's back again to wage a public war of words against Tim Walz.
He abandoned us. I mean, what the hell kind of leader does that? I mean, he just, as soon as the shots were fired in Iraq, he turned and ran the other way and hung his hat up and quit.
We'll get to Barron's new message for voters in a moment. But this all starts years earlier when Barron says Walz's misleading statements about his military service first led him to come forward in the fall of 2018.
So you try to get this message out, but Minnesota's largest newspaper checks it out, says it's 100% true, but yet refuses to print.
When I hung the phone up, I said, what the hell is this, North Korea?
Back in 2005, a warning order went out to the 1st Battalion, 125th Field Artillery to mobilize for a mission to Iraq. At the time, Walz served as the unit's highest non-commissioned officer, but months later, Walz would retire from the Guard, avoid the deployment, and run for Congress. Tom Barron was next in line for the position and was asked to take his place.
Yeah,
I was like, well, for Pete's sake, this guy quit. If I say I'm not going to do it, I mean, what the hell kind of leadership is that? If a company would say that we're going to deploy to Iraq or somewhere and you're going to be gone for whatever amount of time, and then the foreman just says, no, I'm not going. I mean, what does that say to the 500 people that work in that factory?
Barron would go on to serve in Iraq on a nearly 2-year deployment as a command sergeant major. All while Walz began using that title as a congressman. Barron says he first contacted Walz with his concerns, sending these letters to Washington. They all went unanswered.
But then we fast forward to the election in 2018 in Minnesota, and you try at that time to get people's attention with this story and also with what seems to be a very misleading statement that he continued to make about his service.
It kind of just sat there, when he was a congressman, he bragged that he was a retired command sergeant major. I'm the highest ranking person ever in the House, and all this lie that he was telling. The state of Minnesota came out after 2018, after this was exposed, and they said, well, he can say that he served as a command sergeant major, but he can't say he's a retired one because he's not.
And that's what he was saying.
And he was saying that, and there was lots of public, lots of cards coming in the mail, for him to be elected. They said right on there he's a retired command sergeant major, just tooting his own horn, just hanging on the coattails of people that actually are command sergeant majors that went through all the process and put all the time in.
A spokesperson for the Minnesota National Guard said Walz wasn't able to retire as a command sergeant major since he failed to complete coursework and requirements related to the rank. Verified documents show the Army corrected his service record. Walz was reduced in rank to an E8 Master Sergeant after retirement and his conditional promotion. Alpha News again asked Governor Walz if he's using the command sergeant major rank on his campaign website for political gain this year. A spokesperson said this has been in the news before and pointed us to a past story where Walz said, quote, normally this type of partisan political attack only comes from one who's never worn a uniform.
It's stolen valor is really what it is. I don't know of anybody else that's done what he's done, but we called it the truth about Tim Walz.
In 2018, Barron's gave the story the full court press.
We retired command sergeant majors of the Minnesota National Guard feel it is our duty and responsibility to bring forth the truth as we know it concerning his service record. I put together information on it and I sent it out to every single radio station and newspaper and TV station I could in the state. The bottom line in all of this is gut-wrenching and sad to explain. When the nation called, he quit.
Twin Cities TV stations and the Star Tribune were silent, even after Barron says the newspaper checked it all out. The Star Tribune endorsed Walz in 2018 for governor. Between lockdowns, riots, unchecked crime, and a charred police precinct, Barron's felt he had no choice but again to come forward.
Allowing that to be burned down was just like having the Alamo get burned down. It's like, no, you defend that to the last man. If he would have went to Iraq, he'd still be hiding under his desk over there because that's just, just
You get the idea.
Yeah.
I
Tim,
mean,
it's not looking good, bud.
Tim, stolen valor. Actually, there's a stolen.
Yeah, we can't
there's
do
a,
that.
Stolen valor act, and you can actually get jail time for it. There's nothing I hate worse than someone pretending to be someone they're not, and then to pretend to be
Yeah.
a war veteran. That is,
Yeah.
to me, that's
Not a
pretty
good look.
despicable. So, yeah, you can learn a lot about someone's leadership based on who they've worked with and who they've been in charge of. And it appears, Tim, it's not looking great for those you worked with, buddy. Maybe we should have sent them a Christmas card, perhaps maybe some chocolate cake, maybe. Maybe do some things.
Potentially.
And back to football because we're stooges. The Myles Garrett syndrome seems to be going around. So if you look just right here, you'll see a little something happening here. Just gonna take off the helmet and bang,
bam, beat the shit out of somebody.
You got to think. Thankfully, he's wearing a Guardian cap, right?
Yeah, that'll save him.
Yeah,
I think. I don't see why I wouldn't.
I'm not really sure why we're doing that at all. You know?
Yeah.
Why is that your?
Why are we swinging helmets around?
Why is that your go-to? You're not gonna be able to sack the quarterback. He's in a red jersey, okay, asshole.
Yeah.
You can go off and touch him, do what you want, but you
Sure.
cannot hit the quarterback. So I'm not sure why giving it your all like that. So App State might want to clean that up a bit. And then I think you saw DK comes in here later. This might be the most astounding clip I've ever seen from an animal. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
Up here taking down my lights.
Sure, that's one does.
Turn around.
The hell?
Ace climbs up this whole ladder by himself and is now on top of the roof.
How'd you get up here, buddy? Okay. Just an absolute
Yeah.
dog.
You just went for it.
Hey, he said, "Fuck it." Buddy's like, "Where'd he go?"
The
Up
dog
here,
is just
taking down-
tweaking.
That's a dog.
Oh yeah, that's a big dog right there.
That's crazy.
Making shit happen.
Smart dog. Yeah, this guy. I'm sure you could guess what's gonna happen here. If you got to
Yeah.
guess, just looking.
He's gonna walk. He's tripping over for sure.
Okay.
That's falling on his face. Or doing that, yeah. Basically.
Yeah, the right result.
Mashing his face into the glass. Not a good look.
I mean, somebody said this is me trying to jump out a window in COD. Sure, been there. Yep.
Yeah.
He hit this thing pretty good too. Yeah. Like, how hard were you walking into this door?
Yeah, I was running at it.
Let's hear this hit again. Like, his buddy sees the right path here. Like, he's already angled this way. What the hell did he see?
He didn't see the glass.
How did he not
Thought
see
he was just
it?
jumping over some plants.
How did he not? How did he not see this shit? Thank you, pal. You're an absolute wad. What was it? Oh. It's in light of the recent stock market.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a crypto investor.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
Sure, glitz and glamour. Oh, that's a beaut. Bought that all by himself.
Not bad.
Yeah. Hey. It's 4 wheels, isn't it?
Thanks.
It's good little, just a banter. I mean, this could be something for. Yeah, got the stash here.
Yeah, getting close.
I mean, looking
Not far off.
it's
I'll
not
say.
far off at all. Get a nice little watch like that, a little ring.
Going over the mountains.
Pigskin throw it over the mountains. Josh Allen might be in for a big year if that's what he's going for. Yeah, I'm not gonna have you listen to another video, but as I said, there's been riots going on in the UK. You know,
Yeah.
got the I believe it's pro-Hamas against just the conservative side who just want to keep Britain. That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
But long story short, instead of the police arresting people who are just going down the streets with machetes and beating the shit out of people and hootie-hooing people and all that, they are looking on social media for people who are sharing and reposting videos of the riots and arresting them for inciting violence because it could be offensive material. Now, I show this because a lot of the things that happen in the UK come across the pond to us.
Mm-hmm.
And if we follow suit with what they're doing, this is what's going to happen. So
Yeah.
we don't want to do that. You know,
Preferably
that's just
no.
what I'm thinking here.
Preferably
you know?
no.
Thinking that's a no. But again, if the USA basketball wins, then everybody just feels great and things
Yeah.
could be hunky dory. But that's not a world I want to live in. So let's just not. Let's just come on.
Let's avoid that one, please.
Come on. In better news, Auntie Anne's is releasing a pretzel scented fragrance. I know what I'm gonna wear next time I go on a
I
date.
ain't mad about that.
We're in need, baby. Hey, you the pretzel, Auntie Anne's. Look how sexy that's gonna be. You're at dinner with your girl. She's like, "What are you wearing?" Auntie Anne's. Need. It's good shit. I need it. I need it right now. I need 5 bottles. Where do I buy it? Everything you need to know about the new scent. Well, I don't know shit about it.
Yeah.
That might be the start. Okay. So I guess they're coming out with some new developer notes for NCAA. They said they discovered that FCS Southeast, Mountain West, and Northwest, Mountain West, I think. I don't even know. We're secretly using professional players and passing them off as collegiate players, gave them sanctions, and ensured they are now using properly rated players.
Okay.
Yeah. So from what I saw, people were getting their ass kicked by FCS Southeast. They were giving it to everybody. So
Guys were dialed in.
I think sources say they also hired Connor Stallions to get a different additional edge on you, to make sure that they get your playbook perhaps and maybe some of your signals, as it were. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's good shit though. It's football season when Jameis
When
wins.
Jameis is coming out with some crazy
I
shit.
think that's one of the things that a lot of people forget. When you can go out, you can see practice, you can knick-knack, this, that, patty whack, give a dog a bone. Deshaun Watson is going to turn it on. He always going to find a way to shine when the lights come on. Man, I just rhymed. Can I leave off that one? I know that one going to hit.
Guy's insane.
Nick,
He's so shit at
how
QB.
do you give a dog a bone? Hey, but he could have a future as a pastor.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Got
He
me
should
locked
just
in.
start now.
Literally. Do some online stuff. Yeah, he just has a problem with giving the ball away. That's the thing. Great talent, just God.
Yeah. Just he'll throw 4 touchdowns, but he'll throw 4 picks.
Yeah. If you have him in fantasy, he could give you a good week off the bench. If you start him and you take a chance. Oh boy, yeah, he's gonna throw 4 picks. Yeah, it's actually pretty tragic after seeing this. The Serbian CrossFit athlete Lazar
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Dukic, he actually passed away today.
Yeah.
In this race. In the lake.
Yeah, right at the finish line. Or like close.
Yeah.
Kind of insane.
So
P's and P's.
P's and P's.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I don't know who's running the simulations over at EA, but you're telling me we did 50 dynasty simulations for this next year's 2025 national champions, and you're telling me that App State, Virginia Tech, Florida, and Boston College
Yo, I don't know why BC is nice
Really?
in some of mine. They like maybe not the first year, but the like next couple, they're always in the playoff.
The hell?
Yeah, I don't know why. NC State's always good too.
The hell?
Not sure
I'm
about
not
App
sh-
State.
I'm not
I
sure
could see
about App
Florida
State.
maybe, but
Not sure. Virginia Tech had their chance with Mike Vick, and they didn't complete it. Not sure.
yeah, Bama didn't get one.
That's what I'm saying. Like we
I
got
guess.
Bama. You're telling me SC couldn't sniff one?
And slide one in there.
Sniff fucking one of them? We got Zachariah Branch. You know
That's
why? That's because
not.
I'm not the DC in this simulation.
There you
That's why.
go.
If I'm
Yeah,
the fucking DC, averaging
make
a
it
pick
happen.
6 a game.
It would happen.
I tell you what, my boys, we play defense. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We smack the floor. We don't give up another yard.
Yeah.
We hold the line. That's crazy. Oh, this is okay. I have to preface this. This is the funniest story I've seen in a while. What you're about to see is a man in a wheelchair, electric wheelchair, ramming a police officer because they got called for a domestic dispute between him and his mother. They go to arrest the mom. He starts ramming an officer.
Okay.
And that's all you need to know from here.
Ramming
Okay?
an officer.
Take me.
Hey, chill.
I just hit you again. What the you do about it?
Tell you what's gonna
For
happen.
the first time,
again,
we
what the
are seeing body camera video when Miami-Dade police say they were assaulted by a quadriplegic man. A case so unusual, even the judge at first appearance seemed surprised.
I have truly never seen a case like this.
It happened May 1st. Police were called to the Southwest Miami-Dade home of Brian Amastha, also known as El Valiente. His
El
stage name
Valiente.
when he's performing music. According to the report, Amastha and his mother, seen here in red, were involved in an argument. But when mom is put in handcuffs, this happens.
Nah, bro, don't fucking do that.
Brian,
No,
hey,
man.
stop hitting me with the
No,
chair,
man,
Brian.
stop doing
That's a
that.
battery on a
You
wheel.
just said
When we interviewed Amastha back then, he told us this.
They claimed that I hit them with my wheelchair.
Did you?
I absolutely did not.
The report stated that you spit at an officer.
Right. So I suffer from acid reflux, so I normally spit. And I spat like the totally different direction.
But this is the video.
You want to listen or not?
Amastha also told us he felt humiliated during his arrest.
Are you laughing at me, bro?
Because he was separated from his motorized wheelchair, which he says was damaged when it was put on a flatbed. You see one officer appearing to text someone, joking that they were going to put him on the tow truck.
Yeah, because
Officers later seen inspecting their legs. Amastha charged with 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer.
All right, he was getting after it. Always some bullshit in Florida, man. I'm telling you. They do it different out there.
Man. You just handle this. I swear to God, if you hit me with that car one more fucking time,
Yeah.
son, I'm gonna rewire that thing and you start going backwards, okay? They put his cart on a tow truck.
Yeah.
That shit taken.
Let's
Did they
get this shit
impound
out.
it?
Probably.
Oh, that is by far the funniest story I've heard.
Guy's
Probably
going outside.
He just turns around. Would you stop ramming me, please?
Yeah, come on.
Could you just
Can you be an adult here, please?
literally? Rest in peace, El Valentine.
Facts.
That's crazy. Yeah, unit season. And what a
Big.
unit this fucking big. I mean,
All right. Guy looks like a monster.
that boy's at least 4 bills.
Oh yeah.
That's one big son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
And you got to move him to get through the D line.
Yeah. Good luck. I don't know where they're feeding these people, man, but they're a monster.
I mean, what I've heard from my brother moving down there, it's I think from hearing about the Waffle House.
Oh yeah.
They start breakfast from there. I think it's just kind of,
Can't stop.
and you won't stop.
No. Ever.
And you get a big motherfucker like that.
Big O's running it.
Oh, you are too big to wear number 10, sir.
Yeah. We need you in the in the 90s.
90s. Yeah. Little JJ Watt 99 or something, maybe
Yeah.
a 90.
Yeah, give him 100. Add a
Yeah,
zero
fuck
on
it.
there.
Serious. Give him 1,000. That's a big boy. This couldn't have been any better. Have Caleb Williams give my boy Matt Stafford some love. I mean, what more can I ask for, you know?
When he would play for Detroit, I enjoyed watching them, but I wasn't so young, but I was younger and I didn't really understand. And then I got older and older, and then I started to understand his game. He's unbelievable. Like there's a couple plays where he'll get a play action and he has the backer on a string. Like he wants the backer to go here, he'll go there, throw it right behind his head at the perfect touch, perfect velocity. And so he's unbelievable. I don't know how. I think it was 46, right? On top 100, 56.
I don't even
top
know.
100.
I didn't look.
It was something unbelievable that he
You were
shouldn't
not
have
happy.
been. I was not happy
Where
about
would you put him?
Matthew Stafford is probably. I don't think I can name two or three quarterbacks that play the position better than Matthew Stafford.
Wow.
Not obviously playing right now. I'm not saying
42. He was 42 on the list.
I
was
don't know how he's
robbed.
42.
You're telling me he's better than Josh Allen. He's better than like that. That's
Matthew Stafford is Matthew Stafford. Aaron
know,
Rodgers right
wait.
now in the game is
Of
my
course.
number one QB.
Yes. Which we love.
Obviously,
They called me a madman.
Hey.
Said I was a fool. You got Caleb Williams showing he knows ball.
Caleb Williams does know ball.
Yeah.
I'm going to need to see it this year, old Staffy boy.
I mean,
deep playoff run.
To be fair, we did say this. If they beat Detroit, which they were very close to. I mean, we both agree there was a 15-yard penalty that needed to be called when Stafford got absolutely knocked out. They win that game. I mean, there's no question they're going into the Super Bowl. Now, do they beat Mahomes? I don't know, but
yeah,
I think they were getting there.
Game of inches. He's got only one or two more rides with the Stafford, so he's gonna have to get it now.
He can. He's capable. It's just good to see, the young bucks just showing respect because that's kind of how I evaluate who's a good quarterback. I don't just look at the numbers, like who, like you said, can manipulate the defense. Like, I get it, your athleticism's phenomenal, but that's gonna flee versus your smarts.
Yeah,
like that doesn't flee, and he's still got the arm talent of. I'd say he's probably got top 5 arm talent.
Yeah,
if you could get him a 24-year-old body again, I mean,
oh yeah,
jeez. You know what? Maybe he does some surgeries and then just becomes a mutant. Be good shit. Thank you, Caleb. I hope Caleb does good, man. It would just be nice.
Yeah, I need that for him.
Be nice to have a USC quarterback actually do something in the NFL.
Oh no,
Jerry Jones.
Cowboys are just.
I fear he's going to be.
I fear they're chalked.
What if it's a situation? I don't even know why no one thought about this. What if it's a CeeDee Lamb Ayuk trade situation?
Yeah, but Ayuk wants, but whatever they. I mean, it'd be a little cheaper, but.
But Jerry,
the Niners screwed themselves over with Ayuk by giving him.
100%.
So
yeah.
I don't know if Jerry doesn't want to pay CeeDee. Why would he trade for someone like Ayuk who's getting paid hella?
Because
I know it'll be less technically, but
he did this with Amari Cooper and paid him a lot.
Yeah.
So I just think Jerry has this fixation of wanting to trade for a new player, and he pays him to make him stay in Dallas until he doesn't want him anymore. That's
just pay CeeDee, man. What else are you doing?
He's their whole offense. I don't know what else. Like, they got rid of Gallup. They don't have Pollard anymore. Like, what more do you need? Yeah, if they don't get CeeDee Lamb on the field, shit. It might be 4th in division. Oh, and it's just perfect. I mean, just know that there's levels to this game, kids. Okay?
Oh, jeez.
Hey, some things have to happen in life. You have to learn a lesson the hard way. Dad's been waiting for this moment all day. He didn't miss. He's shooting, I'll tell you that. He's not missing.
He walked out shooting. That's 3 dead right there.
Bye.
GG go
That's
next.
Triple. That's
GG
good
no
shit.
red.
GG Noria, hear you. That's all I got.
My shot.
Hear you. My shot. I see you, child. Alrighty, folks. I don't know what more you want. I mean, hopefully the United States gets what we said, 10 golds,
I think there's still 10.
10 on the table.
I think so.
Let's get 10. Why not 10?
I think it's
you know?
easy.
Let's fucking do it.
Want to
Just
see
do
how? Yeah. I don't. I mean, we should get 4 relays. We really should.
How many quadriplegics have been arrested? And do they get the chair in jail?
Yeah, I don't know.
How does that work?
I mean, they got to give him the chair. You got to think, right?
You gotta think. I'm not sure how that that all
I don't.
works.
I don't know how that's gonna go down.
Their policy built in?
Maybe.
Perhaps. Maybe they just lock the wheels until you can't leave.
Yeah, if they put a little what do they
Bike
put
lock?
that boot on your car.
Yeah, there you go.
Put that on one of the wheels. You're not going anywhere, bud. Nice knowing you.
The repo, bro. They just got the fucking
Yeah.
repo guys. Like, you want me to? Okay. Well.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. All right, folks. Have a good weekend. Enjoy
right,
the
people.
Olympics.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy. I don't know, getting ready for football season.
Sure.
That's all you need.
Yep.
That's it.
There
all
you
I
go.
got.
That's all you need is football season. That's all you need.
Yeah. All right, folks. Deuces.
See ya.